The majority of Christians assume that they are saved. They pat their chest and they say, I know I am saved. I'm 100% sure of my salvation. They are so convinced that they are saved, but they also know that they still sin. They will say, we are saved by grace. They have convinced themselves and others that they are saved and on their way to heaven, even though they still commit sin. I want to read to you what the Apostle Paul wrote in Romans chapter 11. He wrote this in regards to Jews who believed they were saved and others who assumed that they would be saved and not lose their salvation. I'm starting in Romans 11, verse 20. Do not be haughty, but fear, for if God did not spare the natural branches, he may not spare you either. The natural branches implying the Jews who rejected God, the Jews who do not believe in Jesus. If God did not spare them, he will not spare Gentiles, people who say they now believe in Jesus, but go on sinning. Therefore, consider the goodness and severity of God on those who fell, severity, but towards you goodness if you continue in his goodness. Otherwise, you also will be cut off. Many Christians are falling into sin. They are backslidden Christians. Or they are Christians who assume that they are righteous because they go to church and read the Bible, because they have the works of church. We need to be righteous in the eyes of Jesus and actually stop sinning. Those who have sin will perish because they are slaves to sin. And those who have dead works will perish because they do not have the works of righteousness that comes from the Holy Spirit. Are you a child of God who has chosen to stop sinning by the power of the Holy Spirit and who now has the works of righteousness? Are you saved by Jesus and are you abiding in him? Or are you like these Christians in the churches today who know their Bible but who are still in sin, who will pat their chest and say, we know that we are saved. We're 100% sure of our salvation. Is your salvation really in Jesus? Don't assume that you're saved. Rather, ask Jesus if you're saved and get answers from him. May the grace of Jesus be with you.